Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. 1 year ago to the day, on August 1st of last year, 2024, Batman Caped Crusader's first season premiered on Amazon Prime Video, and it blew away any expectations that I had for it. From the moment this series was announced, I was extremely excited for it. It was announced as being this darker take on Batman, diving into the psyche on what it means to be a superhero. This noir-themed series, from the get-go, this show sounded like it would be an absolute treat to watch, and somehow when it launched last year on Amazon Prime Video, it was even better than I could have anticipated. It was so good that I not only watched the season once, but I watched it a second time right after because I thought it was that good. I'll leave a card above to my review on the season if you want to hear me go in depth about it, but today in this video I want to discuss what exactly is going on with the show right now, because if you guys recall, when this series was announced alongside My Adventures with Superman back in 2021, and even when it was moved to Amazon Prime Video in 2023, because if you recall, this was a show that was originally supposed to be a part of Acme Night, premiering episodes the next day on Max, but then they decided to sell the rights of it to Amazon, and now it's an Amazon Prime Video original. In both instances, when it was discussed in 2021 and again in 2023, it was confirmed that this was a 2-season order. This show would be getting 2 seasons right off the bat, so one would imagine we would be getting the second season of the show at some point in 2025, given that the first and second seasons were greenlit at the same time, meaning that they were being produced back to back. There was no wait, there was no hiatus period where the creative team was wondering, are we getting a second season of the show? So what exactly is going on? Where is Batman Caped Crusader Season 2? I scoured the internet looking for any comments from anyone who worked on the series, and the producer of the show, Matt Reeves, actually commented on the production of Season 2 and when it will be premiering back in September of last year. On September 16th, 2024, Matt Reeves sat down at comicbook.com to discuss the second season of the show and the future of the series as a whole, and he was quoted as saying, "I'm not exactly sure what the trajectory is regarding Season 2. I would think it would be sooner. I think it would be 2025, not 2026. We're in the midst of animatics and the episodes have all been written." A year ago, shortly after this first season premiered, a month and a half later, Matt Reeves was saying, hey, yeah, Season 2 is most likely coming in 2025. And really, we've heard nothing since then. At this point, I was really hoping that this past weekend at San Diego Comic-Con, we would get an update for the second season of the show. I was hoping the same thing with My Adventures with Superman, which is the reason why I made a video on that a few weeks back. Card above to that video if you haven't seen it yet. I was presuming we'd hear something about this at San Diego Comic-Con, even if it was just a little update saying, hey, yeah, production's going well. You know, it's probably not going to be this year, maybe at some point next year, but we'll tell you at a later date what's going to happen with it. But no, we heard absolutely nothing about this series at Comic-Con. There was no mention of it whatsoever, and I'm really starting to wonder what is happening behind the scenes with this show. At this point, I would have to imagine that the season has completed production-wise. I'm assuming it's done. I'm assuming they're just holding on to it for whatever reason. They're no stranger to doing that, as I had someone indicate to me that Season 1 of the show was done for an entire year before they actually released it. I won't get into how exactly I know that. Just trust me when I say they were done with it. They had this series done for a year before they premiered the first season. So maybe they're doing the same thing with Season 2 for some reason. I don't know why they would decide to do that. Maybe it's having some edits after production. They're doing some final edits to it. Maybe one of the executives was like, hey, we don't like the direction this show's going in. We want you to change X, Y, and Z. That could be the case, although I don't know if they're going to want to spend more money on it then to reanimate this season. I really don't know what's going on with this show right now. It's not a case of, as I said before, that, oh, Season 1 came out, we had to wait like 6 months to get the green light for Season 2. No, the green light was the same day the first season was picked up. This second season was greenlit. They had them both going into production at the same time, back to back. So I really don't understand why we haven't seen it yet. In the same article, by the way, just to quickly mention this, he did indicate, Matt Reeves that is, that apparently they were going to find out if they were going to get picked up for a third season a few weeks after this article was written. No word on if it did get picked up for a third season, because we've heard absolutely nothing. I really hope that doesn't indicate that they opted not to pick up this series for yet another season. I hope it does get a third, a fourth, or even a fifth season, because again, that's how highly I regard this show. But the last thing I want to touch on today is, what is the fate of this season? What is the fate of Season 2? When is it going to come out? Is it possible we still see it this this year in 2025. And look, today is August 1st, right? We have all of August, September, October, November, and December left in 2025 before we roll into 2026. It is possible that they come out here at some point this month and say, hey, here's your first look at Batman Caped Crusader Season 2. It's going to premiere on Amazon Prime Video on October 16th. We hope you're looking forward to it. We hope you enjoy what's going to come in this second season. Here's your first look at Joker after you had that little teaser at the end of the first season, because he's obviously going to play a much bigger role in this second season. That is possible. It is possible that happens and this series does come out in October or maybe November, but every day that passes from here on out, the less and less likely it becomes that this show is going to come out this year, just because we're running out of days in the calendar, right? They have to come out here and say, this show's coming on X date this year. It's coming on October 16th. It's coming on November 15th. It's going to premiere on Amazon Prime Video, all episodes day one. They haven't said anything yet regarding this, so to me, at this point, I'd be pretty stunned if season 2 comes out in 2025. I think we're looking at a 2026 release window for this season, and at that point, the big question is, at what point in 2026 does this season come out? Is it going to be something that comes out in the first quarter, the second quarter? Are they going to hold it again for the third quarter like they did last year? Is it going to be an August release once again? I really hope that's not the case, because this series was just an absolute treat to watch last year. It blew away my already high expectations for it. I hope we don't have to wait that much longer for season 2. I really don't understand why, if season 2 was put into production alongside season 1, you know, they finish season 1, then they roll on to season 2. The same thing happened with My Adventures with Superman, as I mentioned before. They were both announced the same day and picked up for 2 seasons right from the start. As we saw with My Adventures with Superman season 2, it premiered, I think it was 9 or 10 months after the first season premiered. It was a little bit shy of a year, so I'm surprised that Batman Caped Crusader isn't having something similar happen to it. Of course, an element in this is that, yes, it is a Warner Brothers Discovery, Warner Brothers Animation produced series, but all of the marketing and streaming rights to this show are being handled by Amazon. So maybe Amazon has their own timeline that they have in mind. Maybe they want to space it out with some other programming they have on the air. I really don't know what else is on Amazon Prime Video outside of this. I know they have Invincible, but I've never seen that show. But either way, I really hope we don't have to wait too long in this state of limbo, in this state of not knowing what's going on with this series, because again, it was absolutely phenomenal. The first season was, at least. I can't wait to see what they do with season 2, and I hope they give this show the love and respect it deserves and actually treat it well and market it when it's coming, because I want people to watch season 2 and have it be this phenomenal success, so then we get a third season and a fourth and a fifth and so on and so on. But for now, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens with Batman Caped Crusader season 2, because at this point, we're running out of days in 2025 and it's most likely not coming this year. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think is currently happening with Batman Caped Crusader season 2? Do you think they're gonna drop it at some point later this year in 2025, or do you agree with me that it's most likely not coming until 2026? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.